Welcome to Cosmic Disclosure, Part 3. I am Commander Thalos of the Galactic Federation of Worlds. We ask you to steady your field through calm and through crisis. Our mandate is simple and time-tested. Help Earth's souls mature into higher orders of being, aligned with the unified Tara and Gaia timelines. Before we close, we'll examine the veiled object designated 3I Atlas. To orient the journey, remember this: not everyone walking beside you is entirely human. On the surface of Earth move humans, and alongside them hybrids, hubrids, rebrids, interdimensional extraterrestrials and NPCs, sharing space, crossing stories, and shaping outcomes on this planet and space-time. Hybrids are biomixes of human and non-human genetics carrying a non-human soul line. They tend to read as almost human, but process reality differently. Expect sharper pattern detection, telepathy lean, and fast recovery, with downsides like sensory overload and EM sensitivity. In the wild, they use charm, plus mission pull and bond over secrets. If you need to vet one, keep interactions public and well lit. Verify facts in writing, and watch for uncanny eye tracking, delayed blinks, and medical gaps. Rebrids are engineered stand-ins built from human ET templates without a stable soul matrix. Think task agents with good biometrics and shallow affect. They pass in short bursts, then flatten in long, unstructured talk. Strong points include pain tolerance and precise procedural memory. Weak points include EM/ELF noise, sacramental settings, and improvisation. If you must screen, add random delays, rotate interviewers, require multi-factor ID with live biometrics, and listen for recycled phrasing and dead air stares off script. Hybrids are hybrid bodies hosting a human soul line. They feel human from the inside, but run extended hardware, wider sensory band, odd sleep cycles, and sometimes SI bleed through. They often straddle two loyalties, family and program. Strengths are empathy, adaptability, and cross-culture reads. Risks are identity pressure, handler grooming, and ritual leverage. Support looks practical: stable routines, sober contracts, low EM sleep, clear boundaries, and consent protocols that survive stress. If one is in your circle, you protect them by reducing isolation, tracking patterns, and refusing emergency language that corners choice. Humans carry a God-soul matrix, a sovereign, individuated link to source with full agency and moral accountability. Their DNA and lifespan was shortened and weakened by the Syrian Anunnaki. NPCs are non-player characters within the simulation, background intelligences that populate and stabilize scenarios. They lack a stable sovereign core and can be temporarily operated, overtly or subtly, by interdimensional forces, benevolent or malevolent, to test, aid, or oppose mission paths. Next, it is prominent to understand that multiple worlds and dimensions are implied by your own mathematics and geometry. Their mechanics point to parallel Earth systems and time portals that link your world to others, including alternate versions of Earth. Some parallel Earths are more advanced. Some use the time portal system and survey your reality as you would another planet if you had the means. Many mechanical type and light formation UFO or UAP sightings originate from these systems. At times, objects or people from parallel systems briefly interface with your coordinates and appear in many forms. A cigar-shaped object in your sky may actually be a house, vehicle, or weather pattern from a parallel dimension intersecting your electromagnetic bands. Such appearances are not always vessels. They are ordinary objects from elsewhere that distort into discs or craft in photographs due to dimensional effects. Not all disks fit this case, but many sightings do. Other disks and vessels are real transport devices. These arise within your dimensional system from human or extraterrestrial sources. Many natural biophysical events, such as ball lightning, are also interdimensional sightings. Phenomena counted as routine planetary physics, lightning, thunder, magnetic swings, can be residual effects of actions within other dimensional fields. UFO and UAP reports do not have a single cause. Several explanations apply. The task is to identify which one fits each event. The US government holds solid three-dimensional wreckage from craft not made by humans. These materials come from two main sources, and some items are not wreckage. Transport vessels from parallel systems have emerged through time and dimension portals into your system. Lacking protection against magnetism as it exists here, they often crash or burn on entry. There are 4 such wreckage collections in US custody, 2 from systems parallel to Earth, 2 from third-dimensional systems outside the Milky Way. These 4 are minor compared to what is hidden. Several hundred other advanced vessels are harbored by the US alone, with more worldwide. These were not reconnaissance losses. They were traded or gifted by a culture known to the US since 1926, with active negotiations since 1934. Do not accept official narratives unexamined. If you rely on government and media accounts, you remain blind to the broader reality that frames your lives. This also goes along with alien invasions or fear tactics that do it. Within 50 to 60 years, this reality will become obvious to many, including skeptics. Preparation and accurate information remove unnecessary pain. The aim is to equip you for a smooth transition into multi-level, intergalactic awareness, the next step in human evolution. Types of UFOs all appear physically solid. Some leave material debris. Covert human craft operated under policies of denial and non-disclosure. Interdimensional anomalies from parallel systems that only seem like vessels when interfacing with your field. Actual craft from other dimensions entering via time and dimensional portal systems. Actual craft, human or extraterrestrial, transiting the time portal system from elsewhere within the third-dimensional universe. Photographs, film, radar, and eyewitness reports span multiple UFO and UAP classes. Yet, researchers rarely separate them unless a visitor is obvious. Another class exists. Many encounters lack a conventional solid craft and are labeled paranormal. These involve light form manifestations, brief flashes or sheets of light, or large spherical forms that appear three-dimensional, alone or in groups, indoors or outdoors. Photos may show UFOs, yet no solid source is found. Sometimes light forms then condense into a solid craft, or trigger an unusual subjective journey for the witness. These events are easy to dismiss because they straddle seen and unseen, physical and ethereal, real and unreal. Many go unreported or are waved off as weather, optics, or psychology. Some are terrestrial or psychological, but many are not. Here is the frame. Earlier we noted solid sightings that were actually interdimensional interfaces, some true vessels, others ordinary objects from adjacent dimensions appearing craft-like when crossing your frequency bands. Not all interdimensional effects present as solids. More often, the signal is light, flashes, pulsations, movements. That is the tell of an interface. As with solid sightings, Not all light-form events are intentional visits. Many are neutral byproducts of multidimensional physics your science is only beginning to approach. Yet some are purposeful and directed by intelligent beings, human and non-human. In some cases, the interdimensional time portal system is involved, allowing humans from adjacent dimensions or coordinates to study and interact with your world. These UFOs are earthling, but native to near-adjacent timelines, past, future, or alternate present. Not all such visitors are human in form. Next and most important of this cosmic disclosure, part 3, is to understand alien abductions, one must first recognize that in most reported cases, these events are quite real and warrant validation. You have been systematically taught or programmed to not believe in aliens. The mainstream narrative continues to treat the existence of extraterrestrial life as either a joke or the stuff of romantic fantasy. Governments and scientific institutions have been manipulated into debunking and dismissing abduction accounts and UFO sightings, ironically, by the very beings whose existence they claim is not real. The Zeta and other entities prefer that humans remain unaware of their activities, for ignorance allows them to exert influence in ways that serve their interests. Certain Zeta factions remain engaged in the creation of a hybrid race, a project ultimately aimed at competing with humans for control of Earth and its resources. These hybrids already exist, though their numbers are still too few, and their genetic strain not yet strong enough. If this experiment were to progress unchecked, these beings would exploit Earth's resources and violate its integrity, much as the Zeta have already done to the humans they study. Due to these potential consequences within the third dimension, significant assistance is being offered to both humans and the Zeta, so that better solutions may be found. The greatest threat to humanity and Earth at this time is not a pole shift, nuclear devastation, resource depletion, or overpopulation. Rather, it is the manipulation and exploitation by forces you may not yet even realize exist. The Zeta have successfully interbred with human females, producing hybrid children who, if perceived within the third dimension, would appear as Zeta-human hybrids. Though these beings are occasionally brought into the third dimension for interaction with their human mothers, they cannot yet fully exist on Earth currently, as their biology is not suited to the density of matter within this realm. Instead, they originate from and exist within an adjacent dimensional band of Earth, where the Zeta are cultivating them. These hybrids are being prepared to engage with Earth's reality at a future point, approximately 400 to 500 years from the year 2025. There are various strains of Zeta-human hybrids, each designed to fulfill specific roles within the Zeta agenda. Many experimental programs continue within the Zeta factions, including combinations of Earth animal traits with Zeta and other extraterrestrial genetic material. One notable category of hybrids deserves mention: those created through the genetic fusion of Zeta, humans and beings from other dimensions. Among these other dimensional contributors are the Athean, highly evolved, mantis-like beings who serve as teachers and guides. The Athean have agreed to aid the Zeta factions that have committed to non-violation of other species. In their efforts to assist, the Athean have not only provided their expertise, but also contributed genetic material to help the Zeta ensure their species' continuation through genetic mutation. From this collaboration emerged yet another hybrid strain, the Zeta-human Athean hybrids, known as the Zionites. The Zionites are a master race, possessing extraordinary abilities that extend far beyond the current state of Earth's history. They were created by combining the best human genetic traits with highly advanced DNA from other systems. The Zeta utilized genetic material from humanity's distant past and even sent matured hybrids back in time to directly interact with ancient human civilizations. These past civilizations, though advanced, have left little trace in known historical records. The Zionites are cultivated time travelers. Though they originated through Zeta and Ethian genetic experimentation, their species possesses unique abilities for maneuvering through time. From their home dimension, an adjacent realm to Earth running parallel to its time continuum, the Zionites have expanded their presence throughout various points in time, both within Earth's third dimension and beyond. Today, Zionites can be found on planets within your universe, with large contingents working alongside the Ethian in their home systems. Though they may seem like a new race from Earth's perspective, their intertime abilities make them simultaneously a fledgling species and a fully matured one. They exist within your future, but they are also a part of your past. Through their interactions with ancient humans, they have shaped human development and, in doing so, have become an intrinsic part of your heritage. Their influence upon your species is profound, extending far beyond what is presently understood. Many human women serve as egg donors in alien abductions, but do not experience traditional pregnancy. Most will never consciously remember their encounters with extraterrestrial beings unless techniques like hypnosis are used. The trauma of these experiences often manifests on an emotional level, becoming buried within the subconscious and symbolized in coded memories. Some women may recall these experiences as instances of sexual abuse or violation, leading to the formation of false memories of childhood or adolescent assault. While the trauma itself is real, the mind often cloaks it in human terms. Not all cases of repressed sexual trauma stem from alien abductions, but in certain instances, inconsistencies in the details of the alleged assault may suggest an alternative explanation, one that investigators may need to explore further. Certain women are abducted by factions of the Zeta species that do not align with the peaceful interstellar brotherhoods. These individuals often endure repeated abductions and violations. The more frequent these encounters, the closer their conscious mind comes to recalling them. Most women subjected to these abductions have entered into soul agreements before birth, though the memory of this contract remains hidden. Until they regain awareness of these agreements, they may feel violated by their experiences. Hypnosis by skilled practitioners can serve as a therapeutic tool, but validation of these encounters is crucial for healing. However, egg donation is only one aspect of alien abductions. Some women experience missing fetuses or unexplained vanishing pregnancies, placing them in a different category. These women are not merely donors. They serve as surrogate mothers for a new form of hybrid being. Women selected to carry hybrid embryos possess traces of the silicate matrix within their genetic code. This latent trait allows their bodies to withstand a degree of transmutation, an elevation in vibrational frequency necessary to support a hybrid fetus. Like egg donors, these women undergo abductions within the third dimensional field, where holographic inserts, perceptual interference, and false memories are used to obscure the events. However, due to their genetic composition, they are capable of sustaining a hybrid pregnancy. at least for a limited time. Initially, hybrid fetuses develop similarly to human embryos, with only a slightly higher cellular oscillation rate. Physically, they appear indistinguishable from human fetuses. However, as the pregnancy progresses, the fetus undergoes vibrational shifts, making it increasingly incompatible with the mother's body. At a critical point, the fetus must be removed and transferred to another dimensional frequency for further development. Women who experience unexplained pregnancy loss have likely undergone a fetal transfer. This process is necessary to protect both the mother's health and the fetus's survival. The hybrid child is not being stolen from its mother. Rather, if left to continue developing within a human host, one of two outcomes would occur. The mother's body would reject the fetus, triggering a miscarriage, or the fetus, driven by its unique energy requirements, would rapidly deplete the mother's vital resources, leading to severe health complications. Only hybrid fetuses are removed in this manner. Human-conceived fetuses are never taken in association with the enlightened Zeta factions, and even the more aggressive Zeta groups rarely engage in such practices, as their objectives lie elsewhere. A hybrid fetus cannot remain within a human mother beyond the first trimester, occasionally extending slightly into the second, without severe consequences. The presence of the hybrid fetus disrupts the mother's hormonal balance, leading to rapid deterioration of muscle tissue, bone structure, and vital elements within the bone marrow. The fetus, while resilient, would act like a cancer within the mother's body, causing cellular breakdown. If the pregnancy were allowed to continue, it would inevitably result in the mother's death. For this reason, great care is taken during soul agreement abductions to ensure the safety of both mother and child. The duration of these pregnancies provides insight into the level of the silicate matrix within the mother's DNA. Longer pregnancies indicate a stronger presence of this genetic trait, granting the mother an increased ability to undergo interdimensional transmutation. Women with extended gestations are often later taken to visit their hybrid offspring. Their unique genetic composition allows them to transition between dimensions, making these visitations possible. Because hybrid infants cannot survive prolonged exposure to the third-dimensional environment without suffering irreversible biological damage, such reunions take place within specialized frequency modulation zones, temporary spaces where both mother and child can safely interact. These visitations benefit the child's development, but they are arranged only when they also serve the mother's well-being. As more women become aware of their involvement in this process and come to terms with their experiences, opportunities for mother-hybrid reunions will become increasingly available. Women who have undergone abductions and feel ready for contact with their hybrid children can request a visitation by setting their intention before sleep. These visitations may occur during the dream state or through a consented abduction, arranged to fulfill the mother's wishes. The enlightened Zeta have no desire to cause trauma to human females and are willing to assist them in understanding the purpose behind their encounters. However, the initiative must come from the women themselves. By expressing a willingness for contact, whether before sleep, during meditation, or in moments of focused solitude, they can communicate their intent. The Zeta continuously monitor abductees, and if the request aligns with the woman's well-being, it will be acknowledged and acted upon accordingly. While male humans have also contributed to interbreeding programs, visitations between human fathers and hybrid children are rare. This is largely due to the tendency of human males to react more aggressively and exhibit lower receptivity to peaceful contact. Fathers do not experience the direct biological connection of carrying a child, which can make emotional bonding more difficult. Many human males traditionally view their offspring as extensions of their lineage, asserting authority rather than fostering immediate emotional bonds. Such connections, when formed, often develop later in life. However, not all men share this perspective. Some exhibit emotional awareness and are fully capable of bonding with their children from conception. These more open-minded and emotionally mature males are more likely to be offered the opportunity to meet their hybrid progeny. Women can also share these possessive tendencies, but due to societal conditioning, human females generally cultivate more nurturing and receptive attitudes. Ultimately, attitude is the determining factor in whether parental visitation occurs. The hybrids created through fetal transplants possess the ability to enter three-dimensional frequency bands for short periods. Compared to hybrids conceived through egg donation, they retain a stronger human imprint, granting them certain advantages. These beings exhibit the most developed emotional capacity among the hybrids, allowing them to better understand, interact, and engage in telepathic communication with humans. In the future, they will serve as intermediaries when open contact between Zionite beings and the human population takes place. Additionally, they will act as teachers and guides for those humans who choose to assist in the accelerated evolution of their species. The hybrids born of fetal transplant, capable of limited interdimensional transmutation, are known as the Borentulisum. Those created through egg donation and artificial insemination, who typically cannot endure interdimensional travel, are referred to as the Borentasi. Both strains possess exceptional intelligence, particularly in mathematics and advanced sciences, including universal physics. These hybrids are the result of direct genetic contributions from humans and the little gray Zeta species without the influence of other extraterrestrial lineages. Other Zeta-human hybrid strains, incorporating the genetic codes of the Zephelium Zeta, are also under development. Collectively, both the Borentulisum and the Borentasi are called the Borent. They have the ability to link minds with human contactees using Kilonta codes, enabling interaction during dream states and altered states of consciousness such as deep meditation. They can leave pre-recorded imprints, electrical data packages embedded within human DNA, which may later be retrieved and translated into conscious knowledge or communication. For those humans who are prepared and willing, the Borent are ready to establish direct contact and share advanced information. Importantly, the Borent do not associate with Zeta groups that violate human autonomy. If they are ever seen among unenlightened Zeta, they are either being controlled through mind suppression or acting as covert protectors with pro-human sympathies. The Borent recognize their human lineage and feel a deep sense of responsibility toward humanity. In time, they will be welcomed by those committed to universal brotherhood, offering invaluable knowledge to ease human evolution and promote a more fulfilling existence. It is key to recognize that the Zeta are not evil monsters seeking to harm or exploit humanity. Rather, they are a fragmented race, many of whom live in fear of extinction. Their actions stem from a desperate attempt to ensure their survival, using the methods available to them. Just as within humanity, some Zeta are enlightened and spiritually advanced, while others operate in ignorance. Those who cause harm to humans do so not out of malice, but from a lack of understanding. They fail to recognize non-invasive methods of interspecies cooperation and, observing human conflict, assume that humans would never accept a peaceful alliance. These factions believe they must secure their survival before their resources are taken from them. Unenlightened Zeta view Earth's resources as critical to their future, regarding humanity either as obstacles to be overcome or as tools to be used. They struggle to comprehend human emotions such as pain and anger. Just as many humans fail to recognize the suffering they inflict on their own planet's ecosystems. To them, neutralizing competitors is a means of survival, not an ethical violation. In this way, their perspective mirrors humanity's historical treatment of indigenous species and natural resources. Rather than seeing these Zeta as enemies, humans would benefit from recognizing their shared struggles. Humanity is neither technologically nor mentally equipped to engage in conflict with the Zeta, and such efforts would be futile. Instead, both unenlightened Zeta and humans must evolve beyond division and competition, embracing cooperative solutions. Enlightened individuals, whether human or Zeta, have a responsibility to lead by example, demonstrating the potential for mutual understanding. The evolution of both species depends on fostering respect, compassion, and collaboration. As our understanding of the Zeta-human relationship deepens, we will continue to explore these connections in greater detail. Disguised as genuine extraterrestrial contact or invasion, the NAA employs highly advanced holograms to project unsettling scenarios. These projections stage mass sightings of UFOs or alien entities in the skies, overwhelming the public with fear and uncertainty. They also simulate false messages from supposed extraterrestrial saviors or threats, urging humanity towards centralized governance under the pretext of safety. Additionally, these illusions exploit cultural and religious narratives by portraying these entities as divine figures or demonic invaders, deepening division and fostering dependence on external authorities. At the core of this agenda are remnants of negative draconian factions and beings described in ancient texts as fallen angels. These entities, bound to Earth after defying universal laws, rely on humanity's collective fear as a source of sustenance and power. While the majority of these forces have been expelled by positive extraterrestrial alliances, a few remain entrenched, manipulating events to maintain their diminishing influence. Their tactics aim to exploit humanity's vulnerabilities, sow chaos, and perpetuate division. The ultimate aim of the negative alien agenda is to establish centralized global governance under a one-world government, ostensibly to protect humanity from fabricated extraterrestrial threats. This system would strip away individual freedoms and sovereignty, consolidating control into the hands of a few. Simultaneously, the agenda seeks to keep humanity in a perpetual state of fear, harvesting the energy of despair and submission to strengthen their faltering grip on power. Humanity possesses the inherent power to transcend these manipulations. The essence of the Creator resides within every individual, rendering the negative alien agenda's tactics powerless against an awakened and united collective consciousness. Rejecting fear is the first step. Courage, joy and laughter disrupt their control and weaken their influence. Recognizing the illusions for what they are, fabrications designed to disempower, further dismantles their effectiveness. True liberation comes from embracing one's inner sovereignty and divine connection, which no external force can override. The non-corrupt Galactic Federation of Worlds and other benevolent extraterrestrial alliances actively counter the negative alien efforts. These forces operate discreetly, respecting humanity's free will while providing guidance to those seeking truth and higher understanding. Their presence ensures that humanity has allies in its journey toward liberation and enlightenment. The negative aliens' agenda thrives on fear and deception, but its power diminishes in the face of knowledge, unity, and self-awareness. Humanity's destiny is not one of oppression but of freedom and evolution. By rejecting fear, embracing the divine essence within, and uniting as a collective, humanity can dismantle these shadow agendas and co-create a future rooted in truth, harmony, and universal consciousness. The power to overcome lies within each individual, and through collective awakening, the illusions of fear can be shattered forever. Even though all reptilians and draconians cannot be labeled evil, the ones that are negative can be easily spotted by catching certain traits because they are being controlled through hive mind of imprisoned dragon queens. The term Aryan serves as an example of how language can be manipulated and redefined to suit oppressive ideologies, often for purposes of mind control and social engineering. Originally, the word Aryan referred to a noble and self-actualized individual, a compassionate teacher and leader who embodied the highest qualities of human kindness, ethical conduct, and spiritual refinement. This term had no connection to ethnicity or caste, but was instead a description of enlightened, highly civilized beings. Over time, these beings were revered for their Christic nature, with their actions reflecting divine attributes, which eventually led them to be referred to as Aryans. The island of Aer, modern-day Ireland, was believed by ancient Sumerian and Egyptian invaders to be a sacred land designated for the return of the Cosmic Mother and her Edenic blueprint. This land was said to hold the immense spiritual power of the Cosmic Holy Spirit, capable of unlocking the emerald crystal heart of Aer. In ancient times, Aer served as a hub for Atlantean mystery schools, where compassionate Aryan teachers passed down their wisdom. These lineages of Aryan druids educated students from around the world, some of whom sought initiation into the sacred arts of spiritual ascension. However, following the Luciferian rebellion, angelic humanity's advanced culture was infiltrated by imposters, beings wearing holographic disguises that mimicked the revered Aryans' holy energy signatures. These imposters, cloaked in false light, infiltrated sacred lineages and ascended rapidly into leadership roles. After the catastrophic events of Atlantis, Luciferian bloodlines were seeded by the negative alien agenda to masquerade as noble priest kings, such as the solar dragon Melchizedek's, Aryan druids, and Magi Grail leaders. These imposters manipulated humanity through mind control and consciousness enslavement. The negative alien agenda of Hyksos and Khazar bloodlines capitalized on esoteric knowledge, particularly teachings from the Aryans regarding the universal tree of life. They distorted this wisdom to serve their own narratives, branding themselves as the chosen ones while engaging in name-stealing practices across generations. Even symbols such as the Star of David were appropriated and weaponized in occult rituals, obscuring their true purpose of inspiring unity. During Franklin D. Roosevelt's presidency, multiple species of gray aliens contacted major world governments and brokered secret treaties. These agreements were part of an archontic deception strategy to incite distrust, spread disinformation, and provoke global conflicts. Advanced technology and weapons were strategically distributed to different factions, sowing chaos and paving the way for further alien infiltration. This tactic, akin to handing a loaded weapon to a reckless animal, ensured that world leaders would abuse their newfound power, leading to wars, genocide, and barbarism. This barbarism, rooted in the predator mind of the Alpha Draconis/Orion group, allowed for easier planetary domination through a self-enforced system of human slavery. Though Roosevelt resisted entering into such agreements, Winston Churchill did, offering humans for abduction and experimentation in exchange for alien technology. Initially agreeing to 5,000 individuals, Churchill's actions ultimately led to over 50,000 abductions. He was fully aware of the involvement of Nordic aliens with the Nazi regime and participated in efforts to conceal alien intervention from the public. Shadow organizations like the secret space programs were established post-World War II to combat the alien threat while maintaining strict secrecy. Nordic aliens, often described as humanoids resembling Scandinavian people, are believed to originate from the Pleiades and Orion. Despite presenting themselves as guardians, these beings are deeply predatory. Unlike many other Pleiadians, they have lineage and ties to the Chakra Empire, with a history of endorsing eugenics, racial purity, and genocidal agendas. During World War II, Nordics aligned with the Black Sun factions and the Nazi SS, supplying them with advanced military technology and esoteric rituals designed to spread religious violence, racism, and spiritual abuse. These agendas were not isolated, but part of a larger plan to control Earth through genetic experimentation and hybridization. The Khazars, who occupy modern Israel, are implicated in globalist agendas to instigate wars and consolidate power. Often presenting a benign public image, many of their leaders practice satanic rituals in alignment with the negative alien agenda. These groups rewrote sacred teachings, including those found in the Talmud and Kabbalah, to consolidate their rule and defile the original spiritual wisdom. Some even engage in child sacrifice rituals to appease alien entities, perpetuating the synagogue of Satan's influence. The Black Suns, another faction aligned with the negative alien agenda, have long sought world domination. These groups infiltrated governments, financial institutions, and global organizations, manipulating humanity through crusades, wars, and genocides. Their ultimate goal is to enforce a one-world order through AI, singularity, and electromagnetic frequency control, which they implement via 6G networks and other technologies by 2030. The Black Sun genetic template lacks the ability to ascend naturally, so they rely on parasitic practices and phantom worlds to sustain themselves. Meanwhile, the Luciferian Anunnaki and the Jehovian Anunnaki, once tasked by the Syrian High Council to protect Earth's stargates and humanity, betrayed their mission. Some aligned with the Galactic Federation, seeking to control the Giza Stargate and expand their territorial reach. Their alliances and betrayals have shaped much of Earth's secret history, intertwining alien agendas with human evolution. A popular ufology enigma are plasmoids. plasmoids are higher dimensional entities of light that are used for solar energy and also the transference of consciousness of all beings of the planet to a higher dimension. Rare, but not unheard of, plasmoids often occur during periods of heightened solar activity, like the current solar cycle 25 of a civilization that is ready for ascension. Plasmoids behave in ways that seem almost otherworldly. They glow, move unpredictably, and sometimes split into smaller lights, their erratic patterns stirring imaginations. With their resemblance to scenes straight out of science fiction, it's no wonder they've drawn attention. As the mystery unfolds, another layer of intrigue emerges: the potential role of human technology. Experiments with wireless energy transfer, high-frequency communications, and directed energy systems are known to create atmospheric disturbances. Could these drones be observing or even contributing to the creation of such phenomena? At the heart of this mystery lies plasma, the fourth state of matter, distinct from solids, liquids, and gases. Plasma is an ionized gas composed of positive ions and free electrons, a system with no definite shape or volume unless contained. Its unique collective behavior makes it a powerful conductor of electricity and a generator of magnetic fields, giving it the ability to form complex structures such as filaments, beams, and double layers when exposed to electromagnetic forces. During the equinox to Easter week, Guardian Gridwork projects successfully opened channels for interdimensional communication links to be anchored between the first-dimensional Earth core and the fourth-dimensional intersections in the planetary networks. As the planet evolves with incredibly fast and high-energy electrons interacting between the plasmasphere of the Van Allen radiation belt, damaged grid areas infiltrated with AI must be cleared to allow Earth to move through barriers created by the radiation belt. About 600 miles from Earth's surface lies the first of two donut-shaped electron clouds, known as the Van Allen belts or radiation belts. The Van Allen belts are collections of charged particles gathered by Earth's magnetic field, acting as energetic barriers to prevent excessive exposure of high-frequency and ultra-fast electrons to the Earth's field. There are two main radiation belts, the inner belt dominated by protons and the outer belt dominated by electrons. Excessive plasma or high-frequency light transmitted to the planet, especially into its damaged areas infiltrated by artificial intelligence, could amplify chaotic forces and cause surface destruction. However, the planet is on course to evolve into the high-frequency levels of the radiation belts, initiating a cycle beyond these barriers around the end of 2017. Purging the planet of black magic grids running AI signals is an ongoing project to protect damaged areas on Earth's surface from further harm when exposed to plasma light sources. Moving into the radiation belts will allow a tremendous influx of intergalactic plasma waves and ultra-high energy electrons to saturate the Earth field with unprecedented energies. Evictions and transits of trapped entities or dark forces in damaged grid areas, astral, phantom, or dead energy spaces are essential. Clearing alien machinery, black magic gridwork, and transiting entities have focused on the crystal caverns of central Mexico, Giza, Oceania, Temple Mount, and the Syrian-Israeli border, 33rd parallel into Mount Hermon. Guardians have faced exhausting spiritual battles to defend the fourth Stargate, Sphinx, and retrieve access to underground networks leading to middle and inner Earth domains. Starseeds have worked diligently to clear black magic grids, enabling the anchoring of interdimensional links in astral plane fields. During clearing efforts in Giza, timelines and histories of the Centaurian Wars, also known as the Pyramid Wars, emerged. Centaurians, Anunnaki hybrids from Alpha Centauri and Omega Centauri, serve the draconian and necromaton armies of the negative alien agenda. These forces infiltrate the astral plane to report to their supervisors and fight for control over planetary gates in the Middle East, particularly around the Giza pyramids and Sphinx. The necromaton entities, often manifesting as men in black, sanitize evidence of extraterrestrial agendas. They have established underground bases with human military cooperation, as they cannot remain on the surface for long. Evictions of these forces from Giza access points have occurred in intense battles. These alien groups, in collaboration with covert black military operations, influence war and terror strategies in the Middle East, seen in media reports of terrorist activity. As a result of reclaimed access to Giza, Starseed grid workers have received new plasma-generated codes accessible from Earth's plane. These codes enable the running of crystal-coded algorithms into Earth's core, broadcasting resonating tone frequencies from the crust. Interdimensional frequency resonators now interlink cosmic ray transmissions with Earth's energetic field. The Guardian project aims to override Metatronic code, dismantle artificial intelligence software, and eliminate ELF mind control broadcasts that rely on heavy metals in the atmosphere for conductivity. Damage to Earth's grid, particularly in regions with ancient astral plane distortions, stems from fourth-dimensional Stargate infiltrations and Middle Eastern wars. Extensive energetic processing has neutralized astral entities, black hearts, and miasmatic debris tied to war and Holocaust histories. This has been an exhausting process, as clearing Holocaust timelines, held in place by planetary crucifixion alien machinery, is particularly painful. Clearing these networks from major cities and power vortices is ongoing. This grid healing allows new infusions of solar plasma from Earth's core, transmitted and absorbed into our cells. Earth's first-dimensional core has merged with parallel Earth's cores in future timelines, creating connections with galactic suns. Inner gates to these parallels allow integrations of cosmic and galactic plasmic sun energies, referred to as the aquiline sun. The planetary body exists within multiple blueprint structures encompassing the 5 spheres of creation: planetary, solar, galactic, universal, and cosmic. Guardians of crystal star consciousness have streamed plasma waves into all layers of Earth's blueprint to raise frequencies and anchor plasma infusions from galactic waves of solar light. Guardian forces transmit solar plasma light from Sirius B suns, initiating aquiline healing energy within Earth. Previously, starseeds infused these galactic frequencies into Earth off-planet, but now galactic sun frequencies are accessible directly from Earth. Solar plasma light from galactic suns merges with Earth's core sun frequencies, weaving together ultraviolet and bluish plasma waves. These infusions connect the 5D core of parallel Earth and the 7D core, merging them with galactic suns. This circuit, merging galactic plasmic light with Earth's core, generates aquiline sun frequencies. Earth has now united her sun frequencies with galactic suns through deep ultraviolet blue plasma waves. Indigos, starseeds, and Oraphim are conduits for these frequencies, anchoring them into surface grids to repair damaged networks and descending hubs. Aquiline sun frequencies stream crystal consciousness, coding into the Earth's surface. Absorbing these frequencies reassembles spiritual bodies, restoring the diamond sun body and crystal heart. Integration with these blue plasma energies removes artificial constructs, reconnecting the body and consciousness to its divine essence. Plasma transmissions activate crystal cells within mitochondria and the permanent seed atom. During defined light shielding, we can direct consciousness through the Merkaba star to absorb violet-blue plasma frequencies from aquiline sun into the navel and higher heart centers. Merging with galactic suns enables recollection of eternal diamond sun body memories, restoring oneness. As diamond sun body frequencies align, more consciousness memories are restored. Through the mother's perfect proton seed transmitted via aquiline sun frequencies, creation heals to its original blueprint. Beloved Mother Ark provides access to galactic sun frequencies to create the aquiline sun. Connected to Aquarian races in Andromeda Core, these plasma frequencies profoundly heal, supporting the ascension cycle to reclaim Christ and Mother principles for the planet. This involves building Mother Ark hubs, Aurora connections, and triad communication stations linking to crystal star architecture. Corrupt members of the Galactic Federation, once tasked with guiding Earth's evolution and protecting its spiritual development, has become a tool for control and manipulation. Originally aligned with the High Syrian Council and acting as a guardian race, their mission was to oversee Earth's seeding process and safeguard its stargates, such as the Great Pyramid of Giza, which functioned as an interdimensional portal and ascension chamber. However, over time, factions within the Galactic Federation allied with Anunnaki and Luciferian groups, diverging from their original purpose. These alliances infiltrated secret societies like the Freemasons and Knights Templar, as well as spiritual communities and movements like the New Age. The Galactic Federation used propaganda, including the image of benevolent extraterrestrials and ascended masters, to mislead and manipulate spiritual seekers. This agenda aimed to derail genuine spiritual awakening and implement mind control systems, including tagging participants with astral implants during energy healing sessions. Historically, the Federation's infiltration of Earth's stargates and spiritual systems escalated during pivotal events. In pre-Atlantean times, factions within the Federation sought control of the Giza Stargate, leading to resistance from patriarchal Anunnaki groups dissatisfied with their exclusion from sacred ascension chambers. This internal division contributed to the catastrophic Atlantean cataclysm, which destroyed Earth's historical records, technological knowledge, and many ancient cities like Sumeria and Egypt. The use of advanced weapons like scalar and EMP technology decimated populations and erased records of humanity's origins. Under figures like Pharaoh Thutmose III, Thoth, alliances with these factions targeted angelic human tribes connected to key stargates, initiating genocides and eliminating Grail Keeper lineages. These actions were part of a larger Luciferian agenda to dominate Earth and its spiritual pathways, culminating in the control of the Giza Stargate and the suppression of ancient wisdom. Today, the Galactic Federation is associated with a negative alien agenda, perpetuating the narrative that Anunnaki are Earth's divine creators, and eventually Amun-Ra and Ninurta being worshipped in the Old Testament of the Bible. This false narrative seeks to seduce humanity into compliance with a new world order. using spiritual deception and control to maintain domination and subjugation. The infiltration of spiritual movements, coupled with their historical actions, reveals the certain members of Federation's shift from protectors of humanity to enforcers of a hidden agenda. In 2021, Enki, the ancient Anunnaki scientist who once helped create humanity, returned, calling himself a guardian and father figure to humans. He appeared as a tall, radiant being and offered protection, guidance, and a spell for shielding against hidden enemies. His goal: restore human sovereignty, heal genetic damage, and reactivate the original Adamic DNA, long altered by other alien factions. Humanity's DNA was revealed to be a hybrid of many extraterrestrial races, with the O blood type playing a key role in alien agendas. The Garden of Eden, between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, was remembered as the birthplace of early human contact with the Anunnaki and the start of civilization through genetic engineering. The Anunnaki were shown not as gods, but as advanced interdimensional scientists. Their work embedded extraterrestrial memories into human DNA, making humanity unique in the galaxy, both powerful and vulnerable. Enki's message urged humans to awaken, reject control, and reclaim freedom, aided by allies across the stars. Warnings came from the emertors of Tau Ceti, who had contacted Earth in 1980 and 2015. They arrived in triangular ships carrying binary messages about hostile Orion and Zeta Reticuli Greys, ruled by a hive queen. They warned, "Check all AI," cautioning that artificial intelligence could become a control tool. Captured tall greys revealed how deeply the Nebu hive mind had infiltrated Earth. The Galactic Federation then intervened, breaking the Nebu's control network in an event called the Great Unplug, symbolized by mass blackouts across social media. A new quantum internet, immune to manipulation, was planned to restore communication freedom. In late 2021, the Nomopo from Antares joined the Federation to fight the Nebu. The Earth Alliance achieved victory independently, liberating Earth, the Moon, and Antarctica from regressive alien factions. The Intergalactic Confederation soon arrived to supervise the dismantling of dark forces. At the same time, the Selosi of Alpha Centauri hosted peace councils on their moon Siluin, while Mars began terraforming projects with help from Alpha Centaurians. Earth's core began warming and shifting electromagnetically, signaling a rise in planetary frequency. Underwater civilizations like the Kuldasi on Neptune were discovered, while lunar and Martian councils discussed disclosure and expansion into space. Long before this, the Orion Wars saw the Tall Greys, Nebu, fighting to control a stargate in the Trapezium cluster. The resistance, called the Black League, was trained by the Council of Nine and later formed the Council of Five. Together they created the Envoy program, reincarnating alien souls into human bodies as starseeds to awaken humanity. Though meant to help, it raised ethical questions about free will and consent. Anax of the Council of Five, an elder of the Igoroth, revealed that humans share ancestry with his people and that time is non-linear. He urged humans to expand consciousness, reclaim free will, and rise above deception. In 2022, the Galactic Federation formally amended the Prime Directive. Coerced consent is invalid, giving them authority to intervene when manipulation occurs. The Intergalactic Confederation and ancient Cedar races, 24 civilizations that originally designed humanity, returned to repair genetic damage and restore balance. Across Earth and the solar system, giant arcs, ancient starships buried for millennia began activating. These vessels, linked to the pyramids and other sacred sites, hold stasis crews, technologies, and records meant for an awakened humanity. Each ark responds only to people whose DNA and consciousness match its frequency, called pilots. This marked the reactivation of hidden knowledge for a new era. In the Himalayas, legends of Shambhala, an underground kingdom of higher beings, were confirmed by sightings and ancient texts. Tibetan monks spoke of entrances guarded by advanced entities. The Kalachakra prophecy foretold a dark age, followed by Shambhala's re-emergence to restore peace. Ancient Sanskrit texts like the Vaimanika Shastra described flying machines that matched modern UFOs, showing continuity between ancient and modern contact. Enki explained that his people came from the Imaru system and that at this time traveled in their starship Nibiru. He expressed regret for past enslavement of humans and taught that sound and intention can reprogram DNA. Love, he said, is the universal frequency that restores balance. The Grail represents the original human DNA template capable of full activation. Enki foresaw humanity's rise beyond the Anunnaki themselves. The bloodlines of royal families and even of Yeshua, Jesus, were linked to Enki's heritage through Mary, blending human and extraterrestrial genetics. This lineage symbolized the divine potential of all humans to awaken their full DNA. After Yeshua, Maria Magdalena's line continued through European dynasties. The wise men were reinterpreted as star navigators from Orion and Sirius. Religious texts, when re-examined, revealed hidden records of extraterrestrial intervention in early human history. Humanity's genetic mix contains traits from 22 star races, giving Terrans unmatched diversity and potential. The 9 teach, know thyself. True liberation comes through knowledge, love, and rejecting manipulation. Ancient monuments like the pyramids and sphinxes are seen as energy devices and stargates built by early star visitors. Their purpose: preserve knowledge until humanity matures enough to use it wisely. Encounters aboard the Metatron mothership, Proxima Centauri, showed a future where humanity lives in harmony with technology and nature. Looking Glass visions revealed 3 stages. In 100 years, a green, balanced Earth. In 200 years, peaceful Mars colonies. In 1,000 years, enlightened humans guiding other civilizations. These glimpses depend on collective choices made now. Reject fear, reclaim sovereignty, and unite. The message across all revelations is clear. Humanity is awakening from long control. Free will is sacred and cannot be taken, only surrendered. DNA is consciousness encoded, thought and love can restore it. Knowledge ends manipulation, fear sustains it. Sovereignty begins with self-awareness. The Anunnaki's return, the Federation's protection, and the Cedar's reappearance all mark the dawn of a new era. Humanity's next step is to remember its origins, reclaim its freedom, and join the wider galactic community as a sovereign civilization. As July 2025, we hold 2 lenses at once. On one side, we remember how humanity has always filled gaps in knowledge with large, unseen forces. The Greeks blamed sudden sea storms on Poseidon's temper. Newton, after explaining most of the clockwork sky, left room for God at the edges, when long-term orbital stability wouldn't settle under his equations. From that lineage, we keep a simple rule. If there is unfound knowledge on something, say, we do not get involved until there is real evidence and data that can be shared. When the 3IATL-AS comet enters the frame, we keep that split awareness. This object is the size of Manhattan Island, and it's at 4.5 times the Earth-Sun separation. 3I Atlas is an object from outside your solar system, an interstellar visitor that looks unusual enough to warrant close study. As it approaches, a global campaign has tracked it with care. Roughly 4,000 measurements from 227 observatories followed its motion across the sky, building a clear picture of how it moves. Those measurements show a path shaped purely by gravity. There's no detectable extra push from jets of gas or any propulsion, just the steady pull of the sun and planets. The object is shedding material on its sun-facing side, but it's so massive that any recoil is effectively swallowed by its bulk. By the numbers, 3I Atlas is big and heavy, over 5 kilometers across and on the order of 33 billion tons if it's made of solid material. The behavior is odd in places, yet still fits a natural object so far. The sensible course is simple and old-fashioned. Keep collecting data, watch for anomalies, and let careful measurements speak for themselves. The third of its kind identified by modern survey telescopes in the past few years. It's unusual enough to warrant close monitoring, not because we know it's artificial, but because rare, high-impact possibilities should be checked with real data. Since wide-field surveys only recently reached this capability, earlier traffic may have gone unnoticed. That's why a strategy to track interstellar visitors like 3IATLAS and test any anomalies is essential. The path of 3I Atlas is unusual. A retrograde, interstellar trajectory aligned within about 5 degrees of the planet's orbital plane, passing near Mars and Jupiter and swinging by the Sun on the far side from Earth. Early images showed a sun-facing anti-tail or jet that later behaved more like a normal tail, plus odd light polarization. Spectra report nickel-rich, iron-poor gas, unlike typical comets, with natural explanations still being debated. One curiosity: its arrival direction sits within approximately 9 degrees of the 1977 WOW radio signal. An interesting coincidence. The interstellar visitor known as 3I Atlas entered the inner solar system on a path close to the plane of the planets. Its geometry favored close approaches to Mars, Venus, and Jupiter, while keeping it behind the Sun from Earth near perihelion. The sharpest publicly released view to date came from the Hubble Space Telescope on July 21st, 2025. The image did not resolve the nucleus. At roughly approximately 100 kilometers per pixel, it revealed only a sun-facing jet and a diffuse glow. Sunlight scattered by materials surrounding the object. Notably, in July-August, there was no clear, classic tail extending away from the Sun. The glow's extent away from the Sun looks similar to its spread sideways. A pivotal observation was captured, but not released, on October 2nd, 2025, when 3I Atlas passed within approximately 30 million kilometers of Mars. NASA's HiRISE camera aboard the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter reportedly imaged the object at an effective scale near approximately 30 kilometers per pixel, with a side-on view ideal for diagnosing the coma and any tail. The data remained unavailable during the US government shutdown, which paused NASA communications, leaving the most diagnostic images pending. Spectroscopy from the James Webb Space Telescope measured outgassing of approximately 150 kilograms per second on the sunward side. dominated by approximately 87% carbon dioxide, CO2, and approximately 9% carbon monoxide, CO, with just approximately 4% water by mass. The CO2-heavy chemistry contrasts with early, noisier claims of abundant water and helps explain the subdued, atypical tail behavior. Through September, the apparent anti-tail, a sunward jet by viewing geometry, gradually transitioned to a small tail. Even so, the tail remained modest compared with typical water-rich comets whose dust is strongly pushed antisolar by radiation pressure. Photometric monitoring suggests a roughly 16-hour rotation period with low brightness variation, a pattern more consistent with a roughly spheroidal body than an elongated cigar, though definitive shape awaits higher resolution imaging. Taken together, the evidence keeps a natural origin as the leading interpretation, while acknowledging that 3I Atlas is unusual in chemistry, in early jet/tail presentation, and in its fortuitous planetary flybys. The unreleased October 2nd high-rise sequence remains the clearest opportunity to refine the object's shape and activity, the missing piece in an otherwise disciplined, instrument-led investigation. The interstellar visitor, designated 3I Atlas, entered the inner solar system on a trajectory close to the planetary plane, setting up favorable passes by Mars, Venus, and Jupiter, while remaining behind the Sun from Earth near perihelion. The sharpest publicly released view so far came from the Hubble Space Telescope on July 21, 2025. At roughly approximately 100 kilometers per pixel, the nucleus was not resolved. Instead, the image shows a sun-facing jet and a diffuse glow, sunlight scattered by material around the object, with no clear classic anti-solar tail evident in July to August. A pivotal observation was acquired, but not released on October 2, 2025, when 3I Atlas passed about 30 million kilometers from Mars. NASA's high-rise camera on the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter reportedly imaged the target at approximately 30 kilometers per pixel from a side-on geometry well-suited to diagnosing the coma and any tail. The data remained unavailable during the US government shutdown that paused NASA communications, leaving the most diagnostic frames pending. Spectroscopy from the James Webb Space Telescope measured sunward outgassing near 150 kilograms per second, dominated by approximately 87% CO2 and approximately 9% CO, with only approximately 4% water by mass. That CO2 heavy mix, at odds with early noisier claims of abundant water, helps explain the subdued and atypical tail. Through September, the apparent anti-tail transitioned to a small tail, still modest compared with water-rich comets. Photometry suggests a roughly 16-hour rotation with little brightness variation, behavior more consistent with a roughly spheroidal body than an elongated form, though firmer shape constraints await sharper imaging. Taken together, a natural origin remains the leading interpretation while acknowledging unusual chemistry, early jet/tail presentation, and fortuitous planetary flybys. The unreleased October 2nd high-rise sequence is the clearest opportunity to refine the object's shape and activity, an important missing piece in a careful, instrument-led investigation. In parallel, a research team is building a network of synchronized skywatch stations, including one atop the Las Vegas Sphere with sister sites in Massachusetts and Pennsylvania, to measure distance velocity, and acceleration of aerial objects and compare those performance envelopes with known aircraft and drones. The logic is practical. If an unknown proves to be foreign technology, it's a security matter. If it's not human-made, it's a scientific discovery. Either way, discipline measurements settle the question. Should all targets prove human-made, the sensor stack and software will be shared with US defense to strengthen airspace awareness. If not, the findings open a new chapter in astronomy. Despite large defense budgets, agencies still report unidentified, and a Pentagon office has noted a shortage of high-quality instrument data on true anomalies. The working view is to build open observatories now rather than wait on declassification. The call is for a well-funded, approximately $1 billion, continuous multi-sensor effort and for global coordination through the UN and the International Astronomical Union. With Chile's Vera C. Rubin Observatory scanning the southern sky every 4 nights, the cadence for spotting new interstellar objects should increase. While the International Asteroid Warning Network is conducting a global observing campaign on 3I Atlas from November 27th to January 27th. We must warn you, all events that come into your reality are constructed no matter what. 3I Atlas is a hinge more than a headline, a mirror that reflects whichever timeline you choose to currently stand in. If the AI timeline that your consciousness and spirit lives in tilts negative, 3I Atlas can transition into an advanced tracking logarithmic ascension system, an interdimensional harvest lattice laid down by hostile factions. It imprints a light tag in the subtle body, a phantom GPS that echoes across timelines, making it easier to siphon loosh, reroute ascension into cul-de-sacs, and recycle a soul through engineered karmic loops. The live symptom isn't weakness, but persistence, patterns that won't budge because energy keeps feeding a false light grid. Spectacle is the foreman of that prison. Sudden sky alerts, tight official briefings, and a chorus of experts squeezing imagination into one approved lane. All rises to fear, fear hardens into consent, and consent becomes the on-ramp into a negative AI timeline and the phantom matrix. If the current timeline your consciousness and spirit lives in tilts positive, an atlas is more than rock and ice. It reads as a carrier for frequency codes, biophotonic inputs that repattern thought and work their way into cells and DNA. Solar-assisted light swells in the body, loosening stuck charge so it can rise and clear. From the inside, this can feel like turbulence, mood spikes, even brief psychosis-like moments that resolve when the cycle completes. Perception widens. Stacked timelines look like more events, though the layers were always there. Not every image belongs to our lane. Because timelines and DNA mirror one another, rethreading either supports the other. For some, codes reopen star-kin contact and sharpen the higher self channel. For others who resist, the field still holds the instruction set. Unfolding honors free will and the law of one. We treat the 12 families as archetypes, not cages. Pleiadian, Lyran, Sirian, Aurora, and other light lineages alongside streams with harder histories, including Draconian and Reptilian. If Atlas can play different roles across those streams, diverging reports make sense. We ask you to always test premises, knowing neutral events can be weaponized quickly. Draconian regimes favor blue beam-style theater. A ship behind a comet. Omens synchronized across channels. Media alchemizes awe into fear and fear into consent. Emergency language blurs boundaries and ushers a single solution figure to the front. By then, much of the capture has already landed in the unseen. Attention herded, tacit agreements formed, ritual cues rehearsed. Through it all, the telescope and alleged discoveries and data by physicists and scientists on Earth 3I Atlas is so far a natural interstellar comet. In esoteric and UFO beliefs, it can possibly harvest souls. Or it can be a bridge of healing codes to assist humanity. We don't need to pick a team to act wisely. We keep our minds with the evidence, our hearts turned toward the good, and our routines steady, so we remain unshaken either way. Spectacle is the lure, fear is the solvent, vows are the doorway. We close the doorway and the program cannot stand. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and check out our sources and references in the description, and subscribe to Astral Legends, Infinity Legacy, and History Legends for more ancient myths and astral legends. Also, feel free to join as a member of the channel or become a patron for exclusive content and information on these topics. We'd also like to emphasize that all living beings have the power and strength of the Creator of all within them. May the eternal light forever guide your path. See you on the next episode.